Let's talk about stereo imaging and the phantom center image that is sometimes referred to when equal signals are sent to each speaker, say for vocals. The stereo image resolves to the very center in between the speakers. So you'll hear the vocals in the center. You'll often hear the drums that way. You'll often hear the bass guitar that way. You'll also, along with that, hear instruments that are panned to the left and panned to the right. But a large portion of all music has a phantom center image where most of the music is coming from. So the question is what if your center image isn't centered? And this is a real problem, because in order for the center image to be properly centered, speakers have to be equidistant from the listening position perfectly. I mean, really close. The speakers have to be perfectly balanced. They have to be identically efficient, etc., etc. Now, how these things are created in the mastering room is with a pair of monitors that are very accurate and very even and alike in their sound. So the recording engineer will take what's called he'll pan left or pan right the stereo image, and when he gets it perfectly centered, then they'll record the track that way. So what happens if you don't hear your center image centered? So let's run a test track here and see how this system is set up right now.
My voice should appear to come from a single point at the far left of your soundstage. My location should be exact and well focused.
My voice should appear to come from a single point in the center of your soundstage. My location should be exact and clearly focused. No part of my voice should appear to come from the left or the right channel.
My voice should appear to come from a single point at the far right of your soundstage. My location should be exact and well focused.
Now let's just go back to the center part again,
From a single point in the center of your soundstage.
So that's not centered right now, according to my perception. I feel that it's a little off to the left of center, and that'll throw all of the stereo image and soundstage off by a little bit if you can't get that image centered. Well, if you run into this, I mean, you can adjust your speakers. If the image is leaning a little left, you can bring the right one a little closer, but that's kind of a lot of effort too. Another way you can simply handle this is with the balance control in your preamp. What you can do is you can go into your balance and adjust your balance slightly. So, for example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the volume in the left channel by 1.5 decibels, and I'm going to raise the right channel 1.5 decibels, and that'll in effect give a little stronger signal from the right side, which is exactly what the recording engineers do when they want to move an image from the left to the right, or right to the left. So let's check it now after I've done that little adjustment.
My location should be exact and clearly focused. No part of my voice should appear to come from the left or the right channel.
See, that's all it took.
My voice should appear to come from a single point.
It only took 3 decibels to move that image now dead center. And now that I got a center image, I'm going to have a nice soundstage that's going to be even, and it's going to be, symmetric. And I didn't have to do anything I didn't have to get up and move the speakers around and move the chairs around. Now note, if your speakers are really off, this technique probably isn't going to work, because if you've got to, raise the volume on one speaker by 6 decibels and drop the other one by 6 decibels, there's just something wrong with your setup. Only when you're real close, within, say 3 decibels of being in the center, should you employ this technique. But it is useful to get your image centered, so give it a try. I'll include this test track in the description, And if you found this useful, give it a like and please subscribe.